You are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Saturday the 27th of September 2025. It is 5 days after the fall equinox. It is 85 days before the winter solstice. By the French Republican calendar, it is the 6th day of Vendémiaire, the day of the Balsamine, the impatience. The sun rises today at 6:49 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 12:47 p.m. The sun sets today at 6:44 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 7:11 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 7:43 p.m. The length of daytime today is 2 minutes, 40 seconds shorter than yesterday. The moon is in its waxing crescent phase and is 29% full at midday. The first quarter will arrive on Monday, the 29th of September. These are the predicted tides today for Horns Hook. In the wee hours, high tide, 2:19 a.m., 1 meter 34. In the morning, low tide, 8:15 a.m., 30 centimeters. In the afternoon, high tide, 2:32 p.m., 1 meter 52. In the evening, low tide, 8:52 p.m., 18 centimeters. In our shared realm of plants and animals, the crows that live among us have very powerful family ties. While most birds leave their parents after they have fledged, young crows can stay with their parents for several years. The adolescents help out with chores like watching for danger and building nests. They even care for their younger siblings, helping their parents with the task of feeding the new hatchlings. Crows are generally highly social, but they also have keen intelligence. This long relationship between the generations allows skills to be learned and crow lore to be passed down. Commemorations. A day of trifles and diversions. On this day in 1892, Joshua Pusey of Pennsylvania was granted the first patent for matchbooks. He would sell his patent to the Diamond Match Company of Cloquet, Minnesota, 2 years later. The matchbook, with its sheaf of striking matches bound inside a cardboard cover, would become not just a convenience, but also a ubiquitous popular vehicle for graphic design through the 20th century. On this day in 1896, the Elephant Colossus in Coney Island burned to the ground. Built in 1885 to designs by James B. Lafferty, it stood at Surf Avenue and West 12th Street. It was a 7-story structure in the shape of an elephant with a howdah on its back. One leg provided an entrance with a spiral staircase going up. Another leg contained a cigar shop. The eyes of the elephant were equipped with telescopes and were used as an observatory. The manager even claimed that the viewing platform atop the elephant's back would allow visitors to see Yellowstone Park, Rio de Janeiro, and Paris. A lofty claim. The Elephant Colossus served for a time as a hotel, later as a brothel. It was semi-abandoned when it burned down. Luna Park would later incorporate its site. On this day in 1937, Charles W. Howard opened the first Santa Claus training school in Albion, New York. Dismayed by the low quality of Santas, who were content to wear tatty suits and cheap, shoddy beards, Howard was determined to train a corps of professional Santas. He improved their costumes, taught them the lore of Santa's workshop, and instilled good manners for their interactions with children. Howard's efforts earned him a long relationship with Macy's, whose Santas are the gold standard at Christmas time. Finally, on a more serious note, today is National Public Lands Day. Coordinated by the National Environmental Education Foundation, it was established in 1994 to continue the work the Civilian Conservation Corps began during the Great Depression. Today is an opportunity to volunteer at many federally managed lands to repair trails, collect trash, and do other maintenance. For those of us who care for our inheritance of parks and public lands, and who wish to pass them to future generations, today is a day to take action. an important witness to the values of conservation when federal lands are under dire threat from our own government. And that is the Observatory, Saturday the 27th of September, 2025.